We've seen more than a week's worth of unrest all across Indianapolis. And tonight, Metro Police Chief Randall Taylor is answering questions about IMPD's response to these protests, the calls for police reform, even calls for his own resignation. Our Karen Campbell walks us through the key issues and the controversies tackled in tonight's testimony.
So let me start first with the demonstrators.
On Wednesday, Chief Randall Taylor addressing city-county councilors on his officers' response to recent protests, officer accountability, and the department's use of force policy.
The video that everyone seems to be talking about with the ERG group and the baton strikes. If you saw that video, or if you've heard my comments, you would know that the first words out of my mouth were I didn't like what I saw.
That officer now under investigation.
It looks bad, and I would rather us train to some type of different tactic to use on a single female in that situation when we had other officers that could have stepped in.
The department's use of force policy includes proposals like barring chokeholds, more training and de-escalation, no shooting into moving vehicles, and requiring officers to intervene and report when another officer uses inappropriate force. Counselors question the deployment of tear gas.
Those agents, those chemical agents, are probably the least lethal force that we can use.
During the protests, officers arrested more than 100 people. Marion County Prosecutor Ryan Mears says the vast majority were disorderly conduct cases. No charges were filed for 102 of them.
If people come downtown and they want to exercise their right to protest, if they want to demonstrate, that we're going to protect those rights and we're going to empower people to make sure that their message is heard.
His office did file charges for 25 people for incidents downtown, including one person charged with murder. Calls from some residents now asking Chief Taylor to resign.
No, I shouldn't resign. I've been here 6 months. I've got a lot of work to do. I understand that. But I've got the foundation of the department is good. I think it was left in good shape by Chief Roach, and myself and my executive and command staff are committed to making this department the best that it can be.
Now, the Police Complaint Board for Citizens here in Indianapolis is also looking to make changes tonight. Right now, people have 60 days to file a complaint against a police officer. The board's president, though, wants to extend that to 6 months. Other recommended changes include more transparency by reporting a tally of all officers who have received a complaint. They're also considering a 2-minute public testimony for people complaining about an officer when the case is under review, and adding an independent detective on staff to investigate cases. Now, currently, complaints are handled by an internal affairs team or the district where the police officer works. But community leaders say anyone reviewing these issues should not work for the department. And Chief Taylor also answered calls for transparency tonight in that deadly police shooting of Reid. The chief says he wasn't trying to hide the names of the officers involved, but was waiting until the threats against the two men and the department died down. Today, we learned Officer DeJour Mercer was the one who shot Reid after that chase. He's currently on leave tonight. That's standard during an investigation. Stephen Scott was the one caught on camera making an inappropriate comment at the scene. He was reassigned and suspended for 5 days without pay. All of this comes as state police now take over the investigation into that deadly shooting. The special prosecutor assigned to this case requested state investigators get involved, saying it would be best if IMPD was not involved.